What's up, family? My name is Trail, and today we have some amazing news to share with you. Lawmakers in Congress have finally reached a deal. Now, this particular bill is a $10 billion funding bill for the coronavirus. Lawmakers have been working to finalize this deal for a few months now, and it appears that they finally did it. In other news, guys, we do have one state that will be receiving $850 checks this summer. And lastly, guys, hey, we have an update regarding the new revised Build Back Better bill. We recently heard word from Senator Joe Manchin that he was ready to restart the negotiations and work with the Democrats on revising the bill. So again, guys, that is some awesome news. Now, as a quick reminder, on this channel, we cover everything from what's going on around the world with the stock market, with the war in Ukraine, as well as multiple daily news stories around the world. So if you're interested in any of these topics today and you want to be a part of this channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it. It's totally free. And if you end up liking today's video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Okay, guys, just a quick reminder about that free $100 from Chime Bank that I told you guys on the previous video. If you did sign up, don't forget to set up your direct deposit. You only have a small window for that direct deposit to actually happen, and it needs to be more than $200, which means you can have one direct deposit of $100 and then another one for $100 as well to reach that particular threshold. Now, if you don't know about it, hey, you can sign up using the link down below, and you can receive a free $100 by signing up for a Chime Bank account. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Well, guys, it looks like President Biden, his approval rating actually went up 3 points to 45%. This is according to the recent polls. Now, guys, President Biden is probably one of the worst politicians right now that majority of Americans actually hate. But outside of the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, I'm sure majority of Americans as well as other countries consider him as one of the #1 hated person in the world. But guys, do you know who the #1 person that is liked in the world right now? Yes, President of Ukraine, Zelensky. He is America's most popular world leader right now, according to this recent poll. Now, it says that these are the percentages of Americans that have confidence in select world leaders. And President Volodymyr Zelensky is #1 with 72%. And if you look down here, Joe Biden is around 48%. And President Vladimir Putin is only 6%. And I'm sure that is coming from those individuals that are from Russia or either those that live in Russia. But again, guys, I thought that was an interesting article there. But moving on, hey, Elon Musk announced on Monday that he now owns around 9.2% stake in Twitter. Yes, this is after he purchased a large sum of Twitter shares, which now he is considered one of the majority leaders in owning Twitter right now. And yes, the Tesla CEO has regularly questioned Silicon Valley giants, and Twitter shares actually posted the biggest intraday gain since 2013 when they actually had their IPO. Now, Elon Musk took this particular stake in Twitter to become the platform's biggest shareholder a week after hinting that he might actually shake up the social media industry. Now, because of this large sum of shares that he purchased from Twitter, he was actually asked to be one of the board members for the company. So that is some good news as well, because Twitter is a huge tech company in Silicon Valley, but its stock price doesn't really show that when you compare it to your Apples, your Googles, and your Amazons. So this is a good thing that Elon Musk is now joining the team, and he is going to be a part of the board of directors. But what do you think his first #1 priority was going to do once he joined as a board member? Well, he actually reached out on Twitter to his 80 million followers. And this is exactly what he tweeted. He said, "Do you want an edit button?" And look how he spelled the word yes. And look how he spelled the word no. Well, apparently in blue, 73.6% of the amount of people that voted said yes, they do want an edit button on Twitter. And around 26% said that they don't even want an edit button on Twitter. So again, it looks like 4.4 million people actually voted on this particular question from Elon Musk. And what do you know what happened the next day, guys? Yes, Twitter has announced that they are now working and testing and new edit feature. So already, guys, Elon Musk is making a difference for the tech company Twitter. So this could be some positive news for the future. Now, right now, guys, if you want to get invested with Twitter, their stock price is around $51. Now, before this announcement came where Elon Musk was buying 9.2% of the shares, the price was around $39. So again, guys, with Elon Musk joining the board of directors, hey, we could see the stock price go back up to its all-time high, which was around $80 to $84. And that could go up even higher than that. So that is some good news, guys. So if you're not already invested in Twitter or any other stocks out there, I would highly encourage you to go ahead and sign up with a Webull account right now where they are offering 5 free stocks. And all you have to do is just deposit $1. Everybody has $1, right? Hey, if you're interested, hey, that link will be down below in the description so that you can get those free 5 shares of stocks for random stocks. You can now be a part owner of a company out there. So again, guys, this is some awesome news for Twitter as well as Elon Musk. But moving on. Sometime today on Wednesday, the United States is planning on announcing some new sanctions on Russia. Yes, according to this article, it says that U.S. is to announce new sanction package on Russia this Wednesday. Now, the U.S. will announce these particular sanctions today, and the officials said that the sweeping package will impose significant costs on Russia and send it further down the road of economic, financial, and technological isolation. Now, the new sanctions package will ban all new investments in Russia, as well as it will also increase sanctions on financial institutions and state-owned enterprises in Russia, and it will also sanction Russia government officials and their family members. Now, me personally, I don't even know how the United States can actually do this for another country, but that is exactly what's happening, guys. The United States is being a bully and putting these sanctions on another country because they decided to invade another country. But I will say we are still standing up and taking up for those in Ukraine right now because these innocent people do not deserve to die. And now thousands of people have lost their lives because of this ridiculous invasion on Ukraine, guys. So again, we will continue to keep those lifted in our prayers in the meantime and hope that this invasion will come to an end very soon. But on to some stimulus update news, guys. Hey, I told you guys recently about Senator Joe Manchin. He announced that he was ready to finally work with the Democrats on the negotiations and revising the old Build Back Better bill. And yes, that has been going on over the past couple of weeks. And now we just heard word from the other senator that killed the bill back in December. If you guys don't recall, hey, back in December, it was Senator Joe Manchin and Senator Christine Sinema. Both of them were in opposition to passing the massive Build Back Better bill. Well, here recently, last month in March, Senator Joe Manchin said he is ready. He's ready to work with the Democrats and to revise that bill to go ahead and get it passed into legislation. And now here in April, we are finally hearing from the other killer, which was Senator Christine Sinema, in which this article says that she is now throwing cold water on the revised Build Back Better bill. Yes, in a recent closed-door conversation, Sinema has told donors a path to revival is unlikely for the Build Back Better bill. That's dampened expectations that Congress will act on a slimmed-down version of the bill before Memorial Day. It also means that any revised Build Back Better bill legislation faces an arduous route back to the center of the Senate agenda. She said, for number one, that no one's reached out to Sinema about the contours of the slimmed down bill other than Manchin what he discussed. In addition, instead, Sinema is telling these donors that most of her focus right now is on the $10 billion COVID-19 relief bill and the so-called China competition legislation, as well as the modifications to the Electoral Reform Act. So yes, right now, Sinema is saying that no one has even talked to her, let alone tried to get her into the negotiation discussions and with Senator Joe Manchin. So yes, she is telling reporters that right now, hey, she is not falling for this. She said that any type of revised bill or a slimmed down version of the Build Back Better bill is a no-go. So yeah, she is saying that she is still in opposition to passing such piece of legislation. So again, guys, we now have one killer to the bill instead of two. We now have Senator Joe Manchin supporting the bill, but Senator Christine Sinema is still in opposition. I will keep you guys posted as news develops. And also, guys, speaking of another bill, yes, senators and lawmakers have now reached a $10 billion COVID-19 funding deal. This is going to be for therapeutics, vaccines, and testing. Yes, this Tuesday, the senators finally reached a deal that is going to be around $10 billion. Now, this particular legislation earmarks at least $5 billion to purchase and develop COVID treatments, such as antiviral pills. Also, another $750 million is going to be set aside to develop vaccines that target specific variants and to expand the vaccine manufacturing capability in the U.S. if needed. Also, the new funding is less than half of the $22.5 billion that the White House first requested a few months ago. And yes, this does not include money for global vaccination efforts. And right now, you can see in the picture that Senator Mitt Romney, he is part of this particular passing of this huge $10 billion bill for COVID funding. And yes, we heard from the press secretary on Tuesday, Jen Psaki, in which she said that every dollar that the administration requested is essential, and also noted that the White House will work to get Congress to pass more aid in the future. However, Psaki said time is of essence, and she also urged lawmakers to swiftly go ahead and pass this $10 billion bill. She said that, look, we urge Congress to move promptly on this $10 billion package because it can begin to fund the most immediate needs, as we currently run the risk of not having some critical tools like treatments and tests starting in May as well as in June. So guys, right now they are trying to pass this bill, and Senator Mitt Romney said that the $10 billion is fully paid for by repurposing some of the unspent COVID funds from the Agriculture, Education, Treasury, and Transportation departments, as well as the Small Business Administration. So guys, they also heard from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, in which he said that he was disappointed that the legislation does not include money to support the Biden administration's efforts to increase vaccinations around the world. Schumer said that this initiative is crucial to prevent the emergence of breakthrough COVID variant that can evade the protection that's provided by the current shots. And Schumer and Romney said that they are both willing to work together on the supplemental international COVID aid package later this spring. So again, guys, right now they are hoping to pass this bill sometime this week. And if so, that is going to be a huge boost to the economy, as well as getting these different types of treatments for the future to fight off COVID-19, so that the American people, as well as the United States and other countries, do not have to shut down anymore. Again, guys, this is some awesome news, but I do have some better news, guys, because one state is offering some summer bonus stimulus checks. Yes, this article says that summer bonus stimulus checks of $850 by direct deposit is going to be proposed for June. Yes, it says that a payment worth up to $850 could be sent out to residents in the state of Maine under a new proposal by the state's governor. Now, they're saying that if approved, the stimulus checks could go out as soon as June. Now, Governor Janet Mills' proposal is set to give back part of the state's budget surplus to taxpayers in the form of $850 direct payments. Now, there is now a push to get payments out even faster by sending the money electronically rather than a paper check. And the proposal does not have bipartisan support just yet, even though some members of the legislature want to speed up things further by using direct deposit. They're saying that in the past, Maine has never used direct deposit, and the state's Department of Administrative and Financial Services says that switching it to direct deposit could create logistical issues that could potentially delay the payments. So, Maine Revenue Services estimates that it has accurate banking information on file for less than half of the estimated 800,000 taxpayers who will be eligible for this particular stimulus relief aid. And this is the primary reason why DAFS considers paper checks to be the most reliable method for distribution at this time. But the state does say that it is still evaluating electronic payments as an option, but the proposal needs to pass legislation with at least a 2 to 3 support in order to get this bill passed. So again, guys, if you live in the state of Maine, I will encourage you to go out and Google these particular things that the governor of Maine has issued this proposal for, and go ahead and figure out a way, if there is a way, for you to vote in support of this particular stimulus checks. If so, guys, these people in Maine residents and taxpayers could be receiving $850 in June, which is the summertime. Perfect time, guys. But anyways, guys, hey, I hope all of this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, don't forget to also follow me on Instagram at Mr. Budget Bill, and go ahead and subscribe to my new YouTube channel. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.